Part 2 of organ harvesting, my side of the story. I got introduced to this harvest in March, 3 days before Nanado declared the lockdown. There's a saying that we use meat to bait fish. I was given 10K to get healthy people below 26 years of age. Promise them free job, free traveling abroad, and enjoyment. This is how we get people. My first job fetched me an amount of 260,000 cedis just for one person. That was when I met big men and ladies in Ghana doing that business. People you would never suspect to be biased. I regretted it, but I've done it. I paid for the person even though he or she didn't know what was next. It's not something I enjoy doing, but I did it for the money. I understood my friend why he was doing it and never judged him or blamed him. He is no longer in the business because he has made the money and is enjoying life. I, on the other hand, I have just made 5 trips since 2020 March, and my next harvest is in December when I go on break from work. I'm not proud of what I'm doing, but I just pity young guys here. Mind you, I'm not the only one harvesting organs. We are a lot and in groups. Some are on this app and they are reading my post. I'm off to work, but I'll tell you how we get our victims and the parts or organs. But please, guys, be very careful from now to January ending. Not every money or party or program that you need to go. If I tell you how we get young guys, you'll be shocked. Not every lady here is with good intentions. I already have my victim here. Even if she or he sees this post, it's too late for him or her. If you have a tattoo or have had an accident or a weed smoker or a heavy drinker, then you are free. I have a doctor who does the harvesting for me. My first victim was a male student who is 26 years. In less than 14 days, I made him enjoy a life he has never lived before. Gave him money to spend on clothes, beds, women, and drinks, except alcohol. He took me for a rich sports guy who didn't know what to do with his money. I promised him a trip to Australia and return. All this was within 13 days. If I could remember, I sent this guy almost 30K in 13 days. Made him send money to his friends and family and told them that he has gotten a job that pays them in hours. So they know and believe he's making real money for himself. On the 14th day, I took him to 2 best hotels in Accra here to take videos and pictures for another purpose known to me, but he didn't know. I made sure nothing Ghana or the hotel names appear in it. On that 14th day, this guy really revealed his spending abilities to me, but I knew what I would get in return, so I played along. That evening at 5 p.m., I asked for a dinner with me and any lady of his choice, but not the girlfriend or a close person, and he got 2 ladies online to the dinner. I didn't bother because that was his last meal and fun. Some ladies don't care whoever they meet, so long as you have the money to spend. The guy had sex with one of the ladies and gave her 500 cedis for less than 30 minutes sex. Me, on the other hand, was waiting for my turn, so I watched him enjoy. Around 8 to 9 p.m., I made the ladies leave so I get time with him. Ordered the wine prepared and dragged by me to be served so we all take. Made sure he took more than I did because I told him not to take alcohol for 13 days. So it was like freedom to him. He drank a lot of it because it was one of the best and expensive wines. He got drunk and dragged, had to be carried by the waiter into the car. I drove him straight to the clinic where the harvesting is done. There's a specialist to cut open the body and take the needed organs and bones out. He never saw 27th April 2020. There was a buyer that very moment with a specialist to check if all was good and a clean cut. That night, I had my first 105K transferred into 2 different accounts to avoid suspicions. The clinic and the specialist who did the cutting had 20% of the money I made that night and 5% to the one who disposed of the body. So this is what we do. And what I do is I take my victim's phone and chat with his family and friends for 6 to 8 months for them to know he's alive and doing well. Send pictures and videos recorded during the enjoyment period to them every 3 months. And I send $100 to $200 to the family. Then I tell them I've relocated because of some challenges. Then I stop and prepare for my next victim. There's money inside, but you can lose your life the first beginning you start. I didn't wake up one day and started this. I was drained of my blood. I watched myself dying twice before I got accepted.